Guys, it's your boy ASG15, and today we are back with another Wazzou game to play today. Unfortunately, we did lose to Houston. The final score makes it look worse than it actually is. I thought we played pretty well till the third quarter, fell apart, and then actually put stuff back together a little bit in the fourth. But this is going to be a big one here. Can't start down 0-3, but we can go 1-2 and be just alright. So let's go ahead and hop on into the game. We're taking on the TCU Horned Frogs, where they're going to be wearing their purple, and white, while your Cougars are going to be wearing red, white, and white. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it. And as always, enjoy.
The move from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Horned Frogs offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on that for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult.
So Washington State's offense has the ball for the first time. Jesse, they've got a running back that lost a feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. This defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, you can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Firing to the right, complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping.
Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has
disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Now on first down from the 28.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot. He's got a nice little pitch and catch section.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. Still pitching. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. The Cougars are in the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gives it on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Off play action. Big man has it. It's a 1st down roll. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Nowhere to go on down. He goes at the 39.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. The pass rush comes through for you to create a big play.
Yeah, the QB tried to use some touch. Let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. You ought to be able to use this 1st first punt to pin them deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, Dave. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Runs through the tackle. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm.
Turning it on. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Zings it complete to the right.
You've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Working out left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. A low line drive and not his best work. He'll feel the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Woods. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. He just has to make that catch. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch, inbounds, and it's a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, not trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Trying to punch it in. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. This time he's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time. But they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, nice job by the defense here at back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards on the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And it took until the second half, and we finally get one of the zeros off the board. It's 3-0. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That's caught. It's Payne. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
There we go. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Tatum. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 3:25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the toss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Guys, this has been a defensive struggle, but now on 1st and goal, a chance for the first touchdown of the game. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Going to the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help. Intercepted, the defense is set him up. Takes it the other way. Oh, what a catch. Brought down, but what a play. Not only
poised up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Touchdown, TCU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. Okay, just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. The Rebels were far from the friendly confines of home today, but they did what Rebels do. They defied the odds and came away with the road dub. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it out fast. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quarterback stands over all wide receivers. They'll go to the air on second and short. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense...
Throws toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him over there. 3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive him out.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Makes a man miss. Crosses the 30. He's got away. and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And complete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Washington State lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set on first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 32, short yard situation. You got it close to 4 inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
That's a really good tackle there. Giving up some size and still making the play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got it looking for first. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Hits the afterward. Touchdown, TCU. You got to snap and just dust in the field. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The ball's out after that big play. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Potter. Moves around to clear up the vision.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle it, try to get him frustrated a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit off. Nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defensive team credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's some pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they pull it again. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, because they have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw again. Intercepted will stop the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Got the quick pass. Trying to take it back. He's at the top. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And the punishment has been extended. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close out a victory here in week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's second and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. You got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Bringing it back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row is not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something that happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I like it. Always positive.